Heather Lee, the Frugal Fashionista, and I'm going to kind of go off the beaten track today, talk a little bit about my personal fashion philosophy, because before we can even talk about style and beauty, I think it's really important to have a proper perspective about fashion, clothing, and the whole beauty industry. So for starters, when I wake up in the morning, I don't necessarily think about, am I going to look cute today? In fact, that's not even my goal, because what I've learned in life is that in order to look great, the universe has to align. So I have to have a good hair day and a great skin day, and maybe even maybe where I feel kind of thin, maybe when I'm putting clothes together. And so some days I'm great, some days I'm not, and I don't make that the aim when I get up in the morning. In fact, I find it extremely funny when I tell people that I'm trying to do these fashion videos, because for a long time I would have laughed if you had told me that I was going to talk to people about fashion and give style advice, mainly because I wear whatever I feel like wearing, whether it's stylish or not, and it really reflects my mood. I look at fashion as an art form. So some days, like today, I'm feeling like wearing a little bit of lace, being a little casual, maybe doing a little bit of retro styling. And so that was the idea behind my outfit today. Maybe tomorrow I feel like being fashion forward, and maybe the day after I feel like being a little avant-garde. So for me, it's really an idea of fashion as art. So it is how I express myself artistically most of the time. Now, sometimes I use fashion as a social commentary, a form of social commentary. So if, for example, Go Red for Women is a great way of raising awareness for heart disease, and that happens every February. So I'll wear red for women, or I've worn a lot of green recently for Celiac Disease Awareness Month. There's a couple of different things you can do to use to make social commentary through what you're wearing. So I think that's very important. And then finally, I use fashion as a way of kind of a form of rebellion against social norms. Not in an overt sort of way, but there's so much on the internet about what colors to wear in an interview and what's appropriate, and most of those social norms are American in nature, probably wouldn't reflect the same social norms or cultural norms in another country, and obviously it's just absolutely ridiculous. If I wear purple to an interview, it's not because I'm creative or I think I'm royalty, it's because purple looks good on me and it looked great with that suit. So sometimes I'll do it in a little sort of rebellion, a quiet form of rebellion. But here's how I look at fashion, and I hope you look at fashion. If you're watching my videos hoping that somehow it's going to make you feel better about yourself, it's going to fix things about yourself, for example, maybe you've gained weight recently and you're hoping that maybe this will make you feel better about your body, then you're going about it completely the wrong way. You need to first get yourself right internally before you try to reflect that externally. So when I wake up in the morning, most of the time, the idea of fashion and beauty isn't to make myself look good. There are days that I do use it as a form of impression management, because let's be honest, if you're a hairdresser and your hair looks horrible, it kind of reflects lack of confidence in your product. If you're in retail, you want to look nice because you're piecing clothing and outfits together for other people, and so it does add to your credibility. I work in marketing and have in the past, and still do a little marketing and public relations still, and so I do take pride in my actual appearance. But like, for example, I'm doing fashion videos, so if I'm in t-shirt and jeans, and I did that a lot in my videos, you probably would question my credibility. Whereas as soon as this video is over, I'm changing clothes because I've been in this dress for a couple of hours, and even though it's comfortable, I don't want to lounge around in the house in this particular outfit. So where you really need to ask yourself is, what is the purpose behind fashion? If you're using it for art, if you're using it for self-expression, that's great. But if you're trying to fix something internally and trying to impress other people and hoping they like you, that is not the purpose behind it, because you will find yourself sadly disappointed, because that's not what it's going to accomplish. So make sure that you are feeling good about yourself. Dress for yourself. Don't dress to impress other people. I mean, I'm not talking about wearing something appropriate to an interview. I'm talking about impressing other people and thinking, gee, what will other people think? If you look in the mirror and you have a lot of anxiety about what you're wearing, that's an internal problem. You should be able to feel confident whether you're in t-shirt and jeans and no makeup, and just as confident if you walk out in a cocktail dress completely made over. You should have the same confidence no matter what you're wearing and where you're wearing it. So I hope that this was very, very helpful for you, that to look at fashion in kind of a different light. So if you're feeling kind of bad about yourself and you think that these fashion videos are going to somehow be a panacea and cure everything, then my suggestion is don't subscribe to my channel. Go get some things right in your life, make sure you're feeling confident and that you work on yourself internally, and then come back and we'll talk about the external and how to make your external self look fantastic. So that's my personal fashion philosophy. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel for style tips and everything else that you could possibly need and more fashion advice. And then of course all my information for social media is listed below, and also what I'm wearing, particularly makeup, because somebody's going to ask me what color lipstick I'm wearing. So if that's the case, I'm also going to put that information below the video as well. So I hope to see you soon, and happy shopping.